G'day everyone, Rach here from Inky Planners. Welcome to a setting up video in my cousin for 2026. This is obviously my 23, but that's what the cover looks like. I have it in the little house cover from Hobonichi, and if you saw maybe when it was the unboxing video, I had a few issues with this cover on cover, but it did say on the website it was compatible, and it seems to be going okay. I think the more I use it over the course of the year, the more relaxed it will become. So we are going to do some setup. I've already done some. I got started doing a few things and then I was like, well, I'm just going to keep doing it. I still have yet to learn, it's on my list for next year, how to speed up portions of video. So I kind of did some of the things that might take a little bit of time, and then I'll just show it all to you in a flip through at the end. So we've still got some things to do. I've got my little box of supplies, which in fact is not many, so it can come out and get out of the way. So hopefully we should be able to, I shouldn't take up hours of your time is the plan. I thought I would go with the yoke coloured tabs from Coffee Monsters Co. I thought with the yellow and the blue it would look quite nice, so this might be the first thing we do. Oh yeah, and I've got those, and I've got the photo of the placement on my phone, so we'll come to that. So I'm going to put these in the weeklies. Just pull that out for now. And I think the people I have watched have always done it on the what side of the page is this? Left. The left hand side, so that when they open the page it opens to 1. So I think I will do that, but it means I need to do a little bit of jiggery pokery, because I don't want to show the stuff I've done until we do the flip through. So we're going to move to February next. Okay. But I don't know, because look, it's Sunday. Yeah. And the other thing is that I don't have January in there to line it up with. But we're just going to take one page, there we go, we'll just take a guess, and it is one page, so I'm just going to fold it over. Alright, March. I don't think I'm going to tab the dailies, primarily because I will be having I'm just lining up, if you can see it clearly enough, try and line it up next to, as best I can. I feel I've put February on crooked. Okay, March. Alright, so that's the 29th, and that will be 1, so we'll do it on that page. hopefully you are being able to see clearly enough what I am doing. It's not the easiest. Oh, that's not on. I'm not going to risk, I'm not going to worry. It's a little bit crooked on the back side. Okay, so there is one. So I'll do May, and then I might just do the rest off a camera because, like I said, I'm not very good at doing speedy up bits, and otherwise it's just going to be like watching paint dry for you. Okay. Check. I've got it right. No, I haven't got it right. That's one, so I want to do it on the page before. Oh, Lord. So I'm going to do it on that page. 26 turns over to 1. It would help if it let go of your finger. Turn the page and there is 1. Okay. Okay, so I've got the first 4 of 5, which you can't see brilliantly yet, but you will by the end. So what I'm going to do is turn off the camera, put the rest on, and then we'll get on to the next thing. Okay, we are nearly done. I thought I'd do the last 2. So November is actually a Sunday again, so I'm going to put the tab on the 1st of the month. So I've been putting my finger where I need the tab to go, so I've got a firm surface, and then just lining it up as best I can. And now that I'm trying to film it, it's going haywire. So it's slightly different position. And then I check that I've not got more than one page, that I've got the right page, and I'm off camera just folding it over. I'll fold it, the December one over. Okay. So you'll take the page before. That one wasn't cut very nicely, or it's ripped a little bit. Okay, so this is the page. It's got number 1 on the next page. I've been using, to make sure my page is straight, can you see this dark shadow here, which is the title of the page, if you like. I've been making sure that that's lined up, ready. So finger down as a firm surface, lay the tab. I've got to be careful of this tab, it's got a rip on it. Check that I've only got one page and that it's 1, and then I'm just folding it over. Let's do this way. It's all a bit hard to see, but I've got a rip in this tab, so I need to be a bit careful about how I am folding it over, and it doesn't want to fold over. Okay, I think that's folded over nicely. Okay, alright. And I've added the January. I don't think at the moment I am going to use any of the 4 at the bottom, yearly, monthly, weekly, daily. So we will just put that to the side and wait and see. So it's a bit hard. It is a bit hard to see yet. It's not the most aesthetically pleasing, I shall say. But to be honest, I'm not worried about that, and I'm not going to be pulling tabs off to put it back right. Once I've revealed everything and I've got rid of all the stickies, we'll get a better view. So let's move on to this page, and I need to find the photo for the placement that I took. How far back did I actually do this? There it is. Okay. Alright, so I've got some Coffee Monsters co-vinyls here. I should just about peel them off and put them on as it comes through. There's a reason why I'm doing this here, and you will see eventually in the flip through. So that's what I thought I would do. So let's lay them down. I'm going to start at the bottom, I think. I hope they're all sticky vinyl, so I don't have to get any glues out. She says, looking at it. Anyway. Are you all set up, ready to go? I've still got one more planner to do. Oh, is this it is a vinyl sticker. It doesn't want to peel away. Okay, I had it just then. Oh, it's a clear one. Okay. Cute. I don't think I said at the beginning, but my cousin is primarily my goals planner. I do a form of Sarah Cannon's HB90, and I'm also going to use the monthlies in here for my social media planning. So I'll set up the first week as part of this video, so you'll see what my layout looks like. But I probably won't fill anything in because there's still a couple of weeks to go yet. Does that look straight? I think that looks straight. To look up in the camera screen. No, it doesn't. I think that's alright. Okay. Yeah, so the monthlies will be dedicated to social media because I don't need those for my goal planning. The weeklies will be mostly the goal planning, and then the dailies I'll show you when we get to them, because I've been practicing in that 23 cousin, trying to figure out how to make the dailies usable. What's the right word? Not wasting all of those pages, basically. I keep thinking I've got it, but I've just pulled a bit of a layer off my nail, so it's not the sticker, it's me. Here we go. I have loads of vinyls lying around, so I need to just be using them. Voice is going funny. Okay. Alright, so that's... I'll put the rubbish over there. Okay, so that is done. I don't need the phone there now. Okay, what is there next to do? These pages. Okay. So, if you want to read all my stickies, you can pause. I am going to, first of all, I'm going to relocate all the stickies to the pencil board for now. We're kind of going to play this by ear as we do it, but my plan for the Calendex index pages, however you want to call them, is to actually make this a financial tracker. So I've been practicing again in the 23 cousin, but I've only practiced for the month of December. I should have really done November and December to perfect or refine the process. So the idea is to just basically look at where my money is going, because I don't get a lot of it, and I do spend more than I probably should. So I won't be itemizing things in here, only if I spend $10 on a Monday, on that Monday the 1st of June, I will just write $10. I won't write what it is. That will actually be on the daily pages. Yeah, I think, and it's going to be difficult because I'm not sure how much I want to show once it gets filled in. I'll try and talk you through. Let me do this because I'm not good at talking and doing nicely at the same time. So I'm using a Every Minute a Story financial washi. I have got the Coffee Monsters Co. one that came out just recently, but I've had this one in my stash for a while, so I thought I would use that. Anyway, so the idea is, I think my plan is, let's use a pointy implement. Why don't we use the dip pen pointy bit? So at this top box, I have two thoughts, but I quite like the second thought. Initially, it was going to be any financial priorities that month. Like, for example, my editing suite program is billed every November, so I would put that in the November box. However, it occurred to me to keep, how do I describe this? I'm thinking like, what's the opening balance of my credit card at the beginning of the month? In other words, to make sure that I'm paying it down and it's not getting higher and higher. But there's probably no reason why I couldn't have both things, because I don't have a huge financial commitment. How do I explain this? Like the Power Director thing is once a year. There's a few other things that are once a year. I don't want to get into my regular monthly payments filling up that box. I am actually thinking of putting them just on a sticky and just having it on. We've been blurry and I didn't notice. I apologise if we have. I'm thinking my monthly reoccurring expenses, I think I will put on a sticky and just have on the opposite page to what I'm working on, and just move it and update it, because I know there's a couple of kit subscriptions that I plan on cancelling. I just want to get the December and the January, because I'm hoping they're around goal setting. Come on, camera. I feel like you keep going fuzzy. I'm hoping the December and the January stamp kits that I've got from Studio Calico will be, one will be Christmassy and one will be sort of New Year plans, goals, something like that. And then I plan on cancelling it. So I'm thinking if I put my reoccurring expenses on a sticky, I can update as I change things throughout the course of the year. So there isn't actually much more. I don't know how I'm going to... how I'm going to label it is what I'm trying to say. What did I pull out there? Because it just occurred to me. And now I need to find it without dropping water all over the floor. I think I have a money. Wonder where it would be. Is it in here? I do have money. Okay. Do I want... didn't know I had 2 of them. I kind of like the little money bag actually, rather than the dollar. I think I will save those and take a money bag, and we will put it, let's put that behind, on a sticky flag. So do I use, I might actually, as boring as it seems, let's try that. These look like they are clear. Oh, it comes off easily enough. That's the right way. It's quite cool. Can you see that enough? Oh, this is the right side. So I might stick it up the top over here where it covers June, and just stick it out a little bit. Then it's not in the way of anything that needs to be written. Okay, so that's I'll just keep it, I think. Oh, sunshine. You're not meant to be sunshining. I might chance and just see how it looks on the screen, because it isn't meant to be sunny, it's meant to be overcast, and the clouds, it's going to disappear in a moment anyway. We'll just see how we go. Alright, so I've done that. You'll see that soon. So the next thing we've got is this. So I will decorate the monthly, but I won't actually fill anything in because I haven't actually planned out videos and stuff. So the goal is, on the day that I film, which is usually a Friday, is to write down what I'm filming, and then probably on Saturday I will write down what I'm publishing, which generally isn't the same. I'm trying to run a week or so ahead. That sun is going to be a pain. Excuse the loud noise. Okay. And I have got lights on. Yeah, so on the filming day is to write down what I'm filming. On the Saturday, probably, but it depends on which day I'll publish, but I'm going to write it on Saturday, what I'm putting out. And then one of the days, I think, I can't remember which day off the top of my head. It's a Monday. Monday night I was editing, so I will then write what I'm editing in the Monday column, and then these 3 in the middle will be empty. That's going to record my YouTube stats, and then I've got a bit of note space around ish. I thought I would include the public holidays just in case I'm looking at this and I'm not looking at any other. So I've got the 26 kit, well, not the whole kit. So I've got the large monthly page from Coffee Monsters Co. I've got the washi strips, but I'm going to share this between this planner and my everyday planner. And then I've also got the large doodles as well, and that's the same thing. I will share that around. So let's try this. I'm feeling very... I did see someone do that, didn't they? And the other thing I'm sharing this with is these pages here. at the back as well. So I kind of got to oh, I feel very nervous about what I'm about to do. Let's keep the 2 blue ones for the January other page, which means, and I'm going to keep that January for the other page. So we're going to take this. How are we going? I'm going to have to stop the camera in a minute or it's going to clonk out on me. So let's put that there. Ooh, we've done it. All right, just hang on a moment. Okay. Let's put because I hadn't really thought about how and where I was going to do all of this. So, okay, so we actually go all the way to the end there. Let's put that, nope, I'm going to be further away. I need to move the camera a bit forward. We'll put that there. Take that. We might actually do that along there. There is that, but it's kind of the wrong way around, so we won't worry about that. Slow. Alright, where is... Oh. Okay, I've mucked myself up already. That's annoying. I was going to use the washi. I suppose I could still do one. Do I know which one I want to use? Use houses in the... okay, that doesn't help. Large monthly sticky and some washi strips. Keep one large strip for the weeks. Okay. Let's do a maneuver. I had forgotten my plan before when I was even doing it. Oh, this is... I probably should have cut this before I... Come on, you can do it. So let's go like that. And then we'll take a couple of houses. And we might take that tree. Okay. The birdies are cute. I think I'm going to save the rest of that for the next lot. Okay. New Year's Day. So these are from Happy Mail Studios in Australia. So let's put them up there. I don't think there's anything else that pertains to January. Where have I done the public holidays? Nope, that's all there is for us in New Zealand. Okay, so that's all I will do as far as my monthly is at the moment. I need to just work out my filming, so I will go ahead and fill that in. Okay, so let's move to January. Now, I do need the other cousin somewhere. This is where it's going to get hairy because we've got some ruling up to do. And I feel like I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to stress, I'm just going to do it. We're going to use the black Hobonichi. Do I know, can I see what time that is? 6. I'm going to have to pull it down a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. I actually feel like I want a smaller, shorter ruler. So we're drawing a line through there. It needs to be turned. I need to see a bit better. We're on black. So I'm drawing a line through the 6 AM, and then I'm drawing a line through 9, 12 and 15. Okay. I'm getting stuff on my ruler. And 15. Oh, what's on here? I'll have to probably choose a different pen for next time. And then I'm drawing a line through 18. Okay. Alright, so that's my setup. I still want to hold on to that. I need this. I have created for myself on Canva a video tracking thing, which I've made a master copy of. It didn't print out brilliantly, but so I've just made the master, and then I just stick whatever colour sticky notes I'm going to use over the top, and it's the same process or way I've been doing it for a couple of years. So I just thought, rather than ruling up things every week, I can just shift this sticky. If it's not full by the end of this week, I can just shift it to next week. So that is that. I'm just going to let that ink dry a little bit. We are going to, one of the things that I thought I might do, so let's explain. Pointy stick again. So the top row will be any appointments or events that will affect my ability to do any of my goals that day. For example, yesterday afternoon I spent most of the afternoon with a parent at the hospital for a scheduled appointment. It wasn't an emergency, but in the afternoons I normally write, so that affected my writing yesterday. So those sorts of things will go in the very top row. Then the next 3 rows are my 3 gold buckets, and I'm going to colour code them in a minute when the ink has dried a bit more. Then this line here is actually a break. Excuse me. A break. And then this is social media. So what I thought I would do in the breaks is use some of my fun washi. So we're going to start with this one this week. I'm going to go a little bit over so I can get a straight edge. And I'm toying with, I did actually sort out either using 1 washi per month or not, but at the moment I'm in the not camp, so I'll show you what I did at the back, but I'm not sure I'm going to follow it, to be honest. Okay, nice edge. Let's put those on there and gather them up later. What I did actually do was plan out a year of washi, but at the moment I'm not favouring this idea. I've got so much washi. I think I will just choose something fun every week like I have always done for various things. Okay, so let's attempt to do this. Or do that first. I've only done this roughly, so to do this for the first time. Okay, let's just do it. Alright, well that's alright. I'm not going to draw around the whole box, but I am just going to edge. That one wasn't brilliant. Okay, so yellow is my writing. And that I will just, basically all I'm going to be tracking in here is how long I wrote for. Anything else will be tracked in the writing planner, which is already up on the channel. Okay, green is health and wealth, and then blue is home and abroad, which is primarily home at this point in time. Okay, and I did have a colour on my page for social media, but I don't know that I need to colour code it. We'll just see. Okay, so the next thing I need to figure out is this. How many squares have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 3. So we'll do 3 by 2. 3, 3. Yeah, because I only need 2 columns. Okay, 3 by 2. 2. That's the title, 1, 2, and that one. Okay. Hopefully you won't get my head in the way. So I'm just drawing up a little, I guess it's a box, which will be basically each week I estimate how much time things are going to take, and then I actually record how much they actually took. I, without dropping a heap of stuff, probably can't show you an example. I'll try. So I'm going to just put EST for estimated and ACT for actual, and then I'm just going to go writing health and wealth and home and abroad, and I will let that dry, and then I might color code those anyway, even though I know what they are. Let me see if I can do this without this is all my ink bent stuff. Which is sitting on top of my planner at the moment. Where's all of that stuff gone? Okay. So, here we go. So what I have been doing at the end, on each week, I have estimated how many task blocks certain things are going to take, and then I actually try and record all of that information and then write down what it actually took, which means, you know, am I doing it or not doing it type thing. So I'm going to continue to do that in that chart. So I'm going to hope that the ink is dried enough. So writing. I don't think it has actually. Never mind. I will figure out a way of doing this that. This is the first time I don't have done this other than the practice run. Okay. So at the moment I think that is how this is going to look. I've got another blast of sunshine. I'm going to have to stop the camera in a minute anyway because it's getting dangerously close to the stopping thing. So I will do that. I will get rid of that shaft of sunlight, and then we will move on to the next thing. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is the January title page. So we'll pull this back in, and my thought was to put this up here. If it's straight against that, it should be alright. With that down here, and then where we get some of this, I think we'll use some of the little one. How much do we need? Let's cut it at that blue bird. Alright, so I'm going to save that now for the weeks. I might have the little house. And I might have the little bird. And the little tulip. put the little tulip? Maybe we'll put the little tulip there. Okay, so I don't need any more of that. And I might just hold on to, there's a little birdie coming the other way, we might have him. Oh, there's a little birdie there too. No, okay, we won't have him. Okay. I don't fully know yet what I'm going to put on this title page. We need the January. Where are we going to put January? I might put January up here. Am I straight? I can't tell. I'm going to hope it's straight, because I'm not going to try and pull it up. I can't tell. I could do that. It's not far off. It'll do. As I said, I'm not 100% certain what I'm going to put on this page yet. What I will be doing with the daily pages, what I have been doing is using them. I've been doing this since November, so it's not pretty, and I don't know if I will change any of that going forward. Maybe over the course of the year, I don't know, but this is my dumping ground, I've decided. So this stays open on my desk over here, and I just come and write things down. What I've eaten, what I've been doing, some of the stuff that I'm recording. I'm sticking in a little bit of ephemera as it comes. I brought some books, including one book twice. Oh yeah, so that's what I did for the December cover page, which I would probably do again, what my advent calendars were, but I'm not sure about all the other ones. So this is my dumping ground. There's a bit of ephemera there, and I quite like that. It just means then, oops, what am I doing? Oh, that's that. It means then that I'm not pressured to go into all of my other planners today. If I've got everything on the page, I can do it tomorrow and I've got a little bit more time. I think the only other planner, how do I explain this? Because the only other planner I would probably have open on a daily basis would be my writing planner, but also I probably, this is this year's Everyday Carry, I probably touch this 5 out of 7 days a week, if you like. So if I have this open, I can just record everything. It means then if I'm delayed doing my 5-year, I've got all the information. And it's worked quite well. I've got into a rhythm with it. You know, I sit down to write in the afternoon. I just jot anything down that's happened in the morning. It's all there. So we will see how it goes. Ultimately, part of me doing this is to look at whether I get another 5-year in 2028 or not. So I've still got 2 more years in the 5-year I'm doing. And then it's, will I get another one or will I just do something like this? Because I like, you saw the postcard there, I like the fact that I can put some bigger things in it. So we'll just see. But I'm not busting a gut to make it pretty at this point in time. It might change over the course of the year, I don't know, but so far the 2 months that I've been doing it in the 2023, I haven't worried about making it pretty. So anyway, that is that page, and the dailies. That's all I need to do for that for now. So moving to the back of the book. Right, I kind of am not going to do anything with these pages. I've set aside the single page and the double spread for social media stuff. I don't really have any stickies or washi or anything like that fits with social media, so I think I'm just going to leave the pages blank. I'll just leave the sticky on there, and I know that I've got 3 or 1.5 spreads for social media. And then I had set aside this spread, so it must be the same again then, 1.5 spreads for financial stuff. Again, I'm not 100% certain what, if anything, I need to put in here other than what's already going in the front. So I'm just going to leave those pages. I know what I want to do with them. We'll just see what happens over time. Okay, so I'm going to use the timetable. So I'm just going to do a summer timetable and a winter timetable, but I'm not going to fill the winter timetable out now. So this is the summer one, and this is the winter one. We don't need those again. Right, trying to do this on, I don't think I need those now. We can go over there. Where is the timetable? I don't need the scissors. What's the other thing? Okay, pen. So I think I'm going to write the times in red. So I did a rough working of this. And I'm going to just do it on an angle to try and help me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Oh, there's the numbers beside it. Okay. So this is 5 to 7. This is 7 to 9. 9 to 12. 12 to 1. 1 to 5. 5 to 7, and a 7 to 10. So I've always operated on what I call a flexible routine. So I like to have a foundation of what my week or my day is like, but if something throws a spanner in the works, or like yesterday afternoon there's an appointment, then those things take place, and then the next day we just get back on track again. And it's always kind of worked for me. I like to sort of know when and where I can do things. So when HB90 showed or has a timetable as part of their program, I was like, yeah, I can do this. So let's write this in. We will need the ruler, which I'm just going to run over my cloth and just clean the edge. Oh, I'll pick that up later. Okay, so it's 5 a.m. to 7, and we can thank 5 a.m. to me for teaching the cats that breakfast time can happen anytime after 5 a.m. So even though I'm now on to another cat from when those were taught, it still wants breakfast from 5 a.m. Sometimes I'm lucky and I can get to 6, but more often than not, I'm now in the habit of starting my day at 5. And it also just gives me a little bit of quiet time, because parents that I care for are asleep. So it's just a little bit of quiet me time. So in that time frame, is basically YouTube. I'm just going to put me time YouTube TV / sport, and I'm just going to rule, we're doing this all the way to the end. I'm not going to write everything. I might have to take this out, this is going to be a bit too bumpy. Let's do all the ruling at one time. Okay, 7 till 9. I'm just going to put art, which I'm not going to do 2 hours of art every day, but that's the window of time. Okay, my 9 till 12. So that's garden, that's clean, that's I'm going to just put it boxes, I know what I mean. That's, and shop, that's film, that's, this is a open, I'll put open actually, and that's that, and open. 12 till 1 is lunch. That is right, except for Sunday, which is planning, plan and desk time. 5 to 7 is dinner. I'm just going to put dinner. I know what I mean. Prep, cook, clean up afterwards. Monday night, this is going to be YouTube edits. I'm going to put desk time for that. Wednesday is right in the evening, and then the others are open because that'll get into sport stuff anyway in the evening. So sport, reading, TV, desk, art, whatever. Okay, rulers. So that's going to go all the way across. That goes all the way across. That goes till Saturday. And that goes all the way across. Okay, so that's my summer / autumn timetable. I'm just wondering whether we can take 1 or 2 of these. Oh look, there was a sun up there. Let's have a little line because they're washi stickers, it's got a line going through it. I want the little birdie because it's so cute. We'll put the little birdie there. That'll do. Just a little bit of fun. Okay. Alright. We might leave that out for the moment. And the last thing is these. I'm going to change, rather than words to remember, I'm going to do a photo of the month, because I think I looked at so I have a little portable printer that prints out this size, which is, you know, what, 2 by 3 or something like that. So half of one will, with a bit of trimming, fit in each box. So I think I'm going to do a photo a month. So at the end of the month, have a look back through and see what was my favourite photo from the month. Oh. Okay, I think that will do. Just got the end of the Hermitab roll. Not waste them. I'm going to just turn this around so I can see, make sure I get it. Alright, that will do. Alright, and there's one more thing to do, which we'll do on the flip through. That has... I don't have a reason at this point in time or anything to do for this 365 days, so I'm just going to leave that, and then that's the end. Okay, so that can come off. Where's the pencil board and all the stickies? I will actually go through all my stickies afterwards and make sure that we don't need those now. Okay, so I'm going to, spoiler, one moment. Okay, we've got one more little job to do, which we will do when we get to that page. So flip through. So you've just seen that. So what I did, actually they can just go away. I just cut up a sheet of vellum, I put a bit of white paper behind it and just slid them in. There's no glue or sticky tape attaching either the white or the vellum, and that way I can either change out the vellum, because I've just seen, if you follow Helen Coffee Monster's Facebook or I guess Instagram, there's going to be a vellum release at the end of the month, so I can change this out. I also did buy some of the digital printables, so I didn't want anything stuck down. Am I going to, no, just do that. I didn't want anything stuck down, and then I could sort of change as I wanted. So that's why we put the vinyls on the inside cover. So now we're going to see everything, what we've done today plus what I had already done. So I have used these add-in sticky notes from Hobonichi to just record the public holidays here, and I've just marked them in blue. At this point in time, there's no other reason for me to use this calendar. So this will be my financial recording. I will record what I spend every day. Hopefully there will be more green dots. I will mark every day that I don't spend, I will put a green dot down. And so hopefully there will be more green dots than amounts being spent. And then I'll have some sort of running total at the bottom. I guess probably what my everyday account total is, what my savings totals are. And as I said, I may do something, and I may still be able to fit it in the bottom. I think I want to record what the balance of the credit card is at the start of every month and make sure that I'm putting money onto the credit card to use, so it becomes like a debit card rather than going into credit all the time. So, and then we've just got a little tab at the top here. So that is that. Right, this I did off camera. So this is kind of my goal / vision board. So home is very important to me. I just love that kitchen. Books are very important to me. I really have this thing about cruising and writing. So I've got a couple of different, they're not the same cruise ship, no. that's in Scandinavia. I mean, that's just a goal in itself anyway, without the cruise ship. So, and then Disney. I'd love to do more Disney stuff. But so that's just a bit of a vision board, and this was on. Probably. Oh no, there's only one here. Oh, so this was on the December 2025 page. So we've set that up today. This will be my social media tracking or recording what I do when business. Then we skip to the end. So we've got December. Hobonichi give you January, February, March as well of the following year, so 2027 for this particular planner. So I went ahead and filled out my goals for my health and wealth and home. My writing goals are already in the writing planner. So all I've got, in fact my health stuff is in its own planner as well. So I've just put write and health in own planner, and then 2 money things, which is to save some more and to try and get my YouTube channel to a point where I can monetize it, ideally, as a bit of extra money on the side, and then some home stuff. So if you've been watching any videos, you know I want to draw every day. I need to unpack all the boxes I brought back from England 13-14 years later. I've started it. It's really fun. It's like Christmas. I forgot I had all that stuff. I want to get better at cleaning and weeding and things like that. I do them when I want to do them, not when I should do them. And then I have put abroad, which is cruise and write, but probably the goal for this year for it, or next year rather, is just to be building some money into a savings account. So that's an overall view. And then I have done Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and I've kind of got a tentative list, but I still need to do a little bit more thinking, so I will add that in. And then we have tabbed and done week 1 in January. Oh, what I did here is take out a couple of middle parts of a, in one of the notebooks. I just pulled out a couple of double pages and stuck them over the calendar, so you can kind of see the ghost of them underneath. I didn't worry too much about that, because by the time you write and add stuff on the top, you're not going to see all that stuff anyway. So, and then we get into the what's this? A week. All right, and I will probably over the next day or so, next few weeks anyway, is roll up the whole of the month of January. So I've always got the whole month ready to go. But it's basically be the same thing. The only thing that might change is the washi, although this is really cute, so I might keep this washi for January. I don't know. And then fill it out. And then I'll figure out what I show going forward in this planner. All right, moving on to the end of the weeks is... Did I have one more house? I've got that. Houses. We might do that. This idea came from Danielle at My Dandelion Diaries, and again, as part of the goals, just making sure I know and keeping on top of. I like that idea. We got one more birdie. We might take the birdie. Because it's just cute. And if it's cute, I might do it. So it's just keeping a record of when I'm doing things and making sure that I'm not leaving huge gaps in between. And this was the last job that we needed to do. What colour? What colour would work better with that? I think I might take the blue. So I've got the spray bottle, which is the right side, it is that side. And I'll do it up the top so it won't be over January. And again, bring it in a bit. So there we go. And that was the last. Okay, I discovered the camera shut off just as we were finishing this home care page. So carrying on from there, we set up the title page for January, and as I said when I was doing it, I'm not 100% certain what I'm going to put on this page yet, but I think we'll just go with the flow and see what happens. The dailies I have said, or have I? Now, I don't know without checking every single clip. Because I know I've talked about it, but was it in the part that just didn't got cut off? I don't know. But this will be my catch-all, everything. It stays open on my desk, and I will just write down everything that happens over the course of the day, and then it can get filtered into wherever else it needs to go. Moving to the back, these blank pages, I've allocated a double spread and a half for social media and a double spread and a half for financial, but I'm not 100% certain I need them, so I haven't done anything with those pages yet. The timetable for summer has been done, and I'll change some of this for winter. Yeah, so there'll be possibly some changes. I'm hopefully thinking that by winter I've done the boxes, so that can be changed. We'll just see. Anyway, so the summer timetable up until about May, June is now done. Not sure if I will do the whole way you plan a thing, primarily because there won't be a heap of stuff that gets put on these pages, so I probably don't have a job for the graph paper unless I use it to record social media. That could be an option. Make a note of it, editing Rachel. I don't have a job for the My 100 in this planner, so we will just leave it be. Same as that for the memories. This was a word a month or something. I've changed it to a photo a month, and I will just print out probably every second month. I will do it because I'm going to be using half of the oh, come on, words. Half of the photo per, each month. So I'll probably print every second month. Lord above. Okay. And I think that is it. That's the last thing. I don't have a job for the check off in this planner either. I don't tend to do anything with those two pages. And that's it. And as I said, I did think about using one washi per month. So I have planned it out, but I'm not certain I will do it. There we go. That is my, let's get that light out of the way. That is my cousin setup, which is my goal planning and social media, which does fall under my goal planning. Okay, well, I hope you found it interesting. I hope there were some things that maybe sparked an idea for you. And yeah, that's it. That's another planner down, ready to go. I will catch you again in another video very soon. Thanks everyone. Bye for now.